And welcome back to the train world, everyone. First off, I need to apologise for my absence during the last fortnight. You see, the first weekend of recording, I attended a con being held in my local city. Here I am in the costume I wore for the event, Kamen Rider 01. But I thought that I was going to... And I thought for the following weekend I would be extra tired from the first assessment of my baking course, but no, we actually finished early and I got a proper rest. However, when I woke up to start the recording, I got sick. Yeah, unfortunately, seasonal transitionary illness is a pain for me. But today I have a few things to do. First thing is to show a few of the improvements that I've done around the base. No, not the base, around my world. So I'll start here at the mine, where as you can see, I've enchanted my millers with efficiency 6. That will help speed up production of flint into the system and not back up the entire system, as you can see here. The next thing I've done is put a threshold switch onto the vault. So if it gets below, how many was it? 10 stacks, it will shut down the item, the portable storage interface. I have that connects the vault to the trains. Speaking of the trains, hopefully, if one or more of them are at the station, I want to show you a new mod that I discovered during the week. Now I'm in luck, 2 of them are here, so I'll show it to you now. As you can see here, the trains have new bogies. You see, I discovered a new mod known as blocks and bogies, which give us all these new bogies, well, bogey configurations here. You'll see another one on the White Forester here, it's just coming up now. Here we are. How awesome is that? And that's that. And now onto one of the main events. I uploaded a short a week before the con, and I made this. The first station of the game. But I did some extra and created this terminus station on this side, and this is for a very specific purpose. And what is that purpose? Well, I want to build a station here at the starting point, the world spawn area, so that if anyone wants to join my world, don't know how to make it multiplayer without making it into a server, they can come onto the station here and ride all the way back to base. So that's what I'll be doing today, not only building the station here, but also building the track and building the train, which will be a typical subway train. But first, I think I need to get a waystone for here. Now I can make them, I think. Here I can, but as you can see, it requires a fair bit of mechanical crafting to it. Or I could do it simply through compaction. But I think I have enough materials to build a warp stone, so I'll head back home and, well, get to work. Right, with the items needed for the waystone here, which took a while, and I'll show you why in a minute, I can actually create a warp stone. But first, I have a bit of a problem, as you can see here. I probably had a bit of a flaw with my storage system, but it's understandable because, well, I created the storage system before the pre update that added the frog ports and all that, so that will be something I'll have to rectify in the future, but in the meantime, time for me to create these playstones. And here we are, the waystone is in place, just need to get rid of the old waypoint, and there we go. Now then, figure out a good spot to place the station, pointing that way from about here-ish. Yeah, right about here will do the absolute trick. So I'll quickly mark it with the redstone torch so I don't forget, and I'll get to work gathering the resources and come back with the schematic cannon. And here we are a few hours later with all the materials we need to build the station. So get me into a good position, get rid of that. Place the schematic, check the materials just in case. Yep, got everything. And open file. While the schematic cannon is creating the station, I would like to remind you all to please like, share and subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, that is fine, but I really wish to get at least 50 subscribers by the end of the year, and I would appreciate it if you all did, okay? Okay, thank you. Alright, and we're finished right as the thunderstorm starts, so I'll quickly go get some sleep and come straight back here. Right, and after our night's sleep, here is spawn station completed. I will have to do some landscaping later, or maybe later during the video or in between. But yeah, basically I'm gonna have to dig through here, and honestly I feel like I should get the drill over to this side, make it easier. Regardless, okay, that's a good start. Probably will have to head their direction north, so let's say, yeah, close enough. Right, I have my destination. Alright, with a barrel full of rails and a few pieces of cobblestone, I'm ready to start my journey. Well, I'm ready to start my work on the rail system so that I can connect up with the world spawn station. So, Shupat Shinko. Hang on. circles on there, that's pretty fine. Okay. Take 2, and hopefully this time they go to the right. Goes in the right direction. Oh, hang on a second. That's right. Keep forgetting. Dang, deployers keep adding rails on the curve, so... Okay, take 3, which I know for this time will be right this time. Except for that singular rail that was in the deployer at the time. Really off my game today, aren't I? Okay, here we go. Where the turn is meant to be. Just hope I calculate everything correctly. Ah, whoops, I went a little too far north here, so gonna have to back it up to about here by the look of it. Just need to double check that I got the thing right this time around. So yep, but the problem is I'm going to have to start the turn about... Wait a minute. So if I go to the intersecting part in that area, which is here... Right, alright, here we go. Hopefully this links up perfectly. If not, I could always come back to fix it. Alright, looks like we're passing under Kraloris. Maybe I could create a underground transit station? Nah. No, I have 0 luck building anything on the diagonal, so... might as well just forget about it. Alright, I'm nearly there. Might as well stop and check to see exactly how this looks. Okay, this tells me that I'm off by a few pixels, but that's in the x-axis, I think. So z-axis, sure. I have an idea how to fix everything up. Okay, the y-axis was right. Just that whatever this axis. The z-axis was off by a few, so Okay, here we go. Just need. First, I need to get rid of any rails forward. That one. Perfect. And now, components and stage. Okay, good. Figure out the platforms. Alright, with that complete, back I go towards the tunnel. Did this rail really? Yep, that's right. And I could probably reset the grid back to from the squares, and I'll maintain the high visibility grid so that, well, might come in handy in the future, probably. Coming up to the final stretch of the rail run, and we have made contact. Excellent. So now what we need to do obviously after this off this rail here is, for one thing we need to do is set up 2 stations at this station and another 2 up here. First things first, get rid of that. Good. So that we're able to build trains up. So I'm pretty sure I have a couple of stations on me. Yes, I do. Perfect. Now, just need to figure out a good design for the trains. So one thing I need to do is to figure out a good design for these trains. Okay, I don't have any designs in mind for what I'm doing here. So I'll just probably randomly build up something and yeah. Okay, that works out. 3 carriages. That is perfect. Now then. Need to work out the design. Work out the design. Alright, that looks good to start off with. Now then, yes, the platforms are a little low for these. For these. But I have a solution for that. I just need some copycat stairs. Let's see, so 4 per carriage, so that is 12 stairs. Let's see, do I have any left here? I do not. Now that works out. Now then. That will work. That will work. Now I do need to figure out how to schedule all this properly. Now then. Doors. Okay, I'm going to try making one of these copycat folding doors to see if my theory holds up. Let's see, do I have any? Okay, I don't, so it's going to be a whole back and forth to the base by the look of it. Sheesh. Okay. Right, before I commit to these, I'm going to try and test something. So if I do something like this to keep the doors in place, gluing, so right. Yeah, I honestly don't know how these sorts of trains work, but okay, a little update on the design process here. Originally, I was going to do a double-story sort of dealie, like the trains we have here, but yeah, I figure that, well, unfortunately, it won't fit in the tunnels for that, and yeah, and the placement of the seat blocks on the things won't work out like that. So gonna have to figure something else out. But otherwise, what I'll be doing is putting panels up here for the outside, so I can have at least 6 seats per car. So that will be a total of 18 seats per car. And have the ends of these closed off as crew areas. Speaking of, I will need to add a crew area here at front and find a mob that at least isn't as fragile as bunnies or chickens. Sorry, not panels, wall boards. So I need a framing saw for this, I think, or I could just use. Yeah, I'll build a framing saw. Alright, the train is pretty much complete. I based it off pretty much off the trains that we have here, or had here until fairly recently. No flashy colours, nothing like that. I also added what are they called? Pantographs at both ends to make it a bit more authentic. Not going to be putting any cables or other thing, those are just for show, but yeah, just need to create a schedule between here and the world spawn and test it out, see if it actually works. Okay, and here we are with the final driver. I chose a villager because why not? And I named him Frederick. And he's becoming a train mechanic because, well, these are also job blocks. So I've given him the schedule. He will depart soon, and I hope. Here it is. Departs in 4 minutes. Okay. That will be fine, so when we do depart, after a bit of fiddling, I got the train on its way. I obviously stepped off because I wanted to fix up some display boards on here. I had to watch some tutorials, but here it comes. Here comes the Interchunk Express. And okay, I'm gonna have to fix them up again. Probably during the week I'll build a second train there, but hopefully by next week I'll have a new video without any interruptions. And with that, we're out of time for this week, so please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join me next week where I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll probably be doing something related to the train line. So until then, this is Kamen Rider JetStorm signing off.